Welcome to the Only One Mic podcast called J-Rob, Brooklyn, Dre. J-Rob is in the building. How you doing, fellas?
What up?
Good.
It's good. Well, we'll see. We got Dwight Howard on the docket. Joe Smith, old lady acted up, and NBA is being investigated by the Department of Justice. So, brothers, I know we've been off air for a little bit, dealing with some, personal things and all that. But everybody's back, man.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Time to give a public service announcement for our first topic, man.
Hey, yeah.
The right tour.
If you are prone to being nauseous, you know what I mean? This topic is not for you. This is like
Dwight Howard's sentiments and views are not the views of the Only One
Mic podcast. Yeah, we don't express.
You don't express no love
for
what Dwight Howard does.
This is
good Negro news.
I think it's not good. I mean,
well, no, this is what Negroes like, man.
Hey, listen, we might as well put out there, man. We trying to be informative with the audience. You know what I mean? We're interviewing people telling you how to save money and where to invest that.
Y'all don't want to hear that.
Things like that. And I don't know. It's like, yo, man.
I don't want to hear that.
We try not to discuss this stuff, but we have to discuss
it. Where them guns at?
We have to discuss this stuff because
we're up too.
Yeah, I mean, and this show was never about this, man. We still want to give you the educational value, definitely. You know what I mean? But we just had to discuss this because
we're going to slip the answer in the book. Slip the answer in the book, man.
So listen, man, we got to get this one out the way as fast as possible. As fast as possible. All right. So as we all know, man, Dwight Howard is
aka Sexy Dexy.
Yeah.
Killmonger.
Dwight.
I think that's disrespectful to call him Killmonger.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, not at all.
Listen, Buttercup,
man. So, apparently.
First of all, we got to take the shield off of him. No respect for the Superman shield at all.
No, goodness, no. Yeah, that got to go.
Shield got to go.
That got to go. It says that a man named Stephen Harper and him and apparently something named Kitty got together. And which Stephen Harper
you can't make this stuff up.
You can't make it up. Steven, well, what happens is, look, I'm not even going to get to the whole transcript. Let's just break it down as best as we can. All right, so Stephen Harper supposedly has slid into the Dwight's DMs. They had some real explicit conversation.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, he invites Stephen Harper over to
his
crib.
Life. Yes,
he says that he walks in. Dwight Howard is messing with some dude dressed in a dress who he was calling Kitty. They was doing some stuff, and
you gotta slow down for a second. Hold on. Let's all take a breather.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Let's just take a breather.
Not sorry,
first.
y'all. This is crazy.
Let's give it a moment of silence.
I got to pause on this for a second. All right.
We got to give a moment of silence. We got to give a moment of silence, and then we get back in. Everybody give a moment.
I got to collect my thoughts, man. So,
just breathe.
He says that they was in the room, and Kitty and Dwight doing some stuff, and
my Lord.
Then he didn't want to participate allegedly, and Dwight forced himself on. He forced himself on this guy, man. And so right now, Harper reported.
Wait. You said he forced himself with a guy?
That's what Harper claims. Allegedly.
Supposedly he's taking it.
Yeah. Allegedly, he's forcing people to do these things. So,
this guy.
So he's a 6'11" rapist.
Allegedly.
Man, it's dangerous, man.
Allegedly. If he is, let's just say if he is.
He needs to.
And everything is on the table for real. Like, this is what he did. We got to get this savage off the street.
Yeah.
Immediately.
They don't got to. Hey, listen.
It's a play those people that he can, live his lifestyle with.
Well, like you sent me the joint, Jay, where it was a whole video of him grabbing some dude package at the game. You know what I mean?
At the game, during
the game. Yeah. Grabbing him in a biscuit. So that's what he into. All right. So.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
disgusting, brother.
Oh, man. All right. So listen. All right. Listen. Let's journalistic purposes. We're going to go ahead and go through this real quick. Real quick. So it says, according to the lawsuit, Harper says he met Howard on Instagram and agreed to meet him at his home for a sexual encounter. While traveling there, Harper says Howard asked if another man or woman could join, which Harper declined. This is all alleged. However, upon arrival, another man identified only as Kitty was there. Howard and Kitty allegedly forced Harper to participate in a sexual activity. Per the lawsuit, Harper was trapped in the defendant's bedroom and believed that he would suffer imminent bodily harm if he resisted the defendant's sexual.
I gotta drink some water or something like that. Take a breather, man. Everybody drink some water, man. Relax.
All right.
You ready, Jay?
Ready, Jay? All right, let's get through it. Mr. Harper felt extremely violated and humiliated and was a complete shock. A response filed by Howard's lawyer in October stated that the three men all agreed to engage in a consensual sexual activity. Howard is asking for a summary judgment and a judgment entered by a court without a full trial and for court costs and attorney fees to be paid by Harper. This is the price of fame, folks. Price of fame.
Ain't got nothing to do with fame. That's him.
I don't know.
Now, the funny thing about it is that if it was a woman, we might say, until we got to the point where Kitty jumped out the closet or whatever the case may be, you might would think that the girl was not being truthful because they all everybody trying to set up a person that's famous ball player, athlete. But in this situation, we are saying that we believe that Dwight could have possibly did this based upon his previous activity.
Brother said Kitty jumped out the closet.
Oh man! Oh my gosh!
Why?
Out of all the beautiful women in the world, man, this dude got two dudes in the room playing basketball in his bedroom.
Man, did you see the picture? Did you see the picture of Kitty?
Didn't see the picture. No.
Unfortunately, I did. I was doing some research, man. They showed a picture of Kitty.
Oh,
I actually have
beautiful women in the world, brother. Not that I would condone you touching some women this way, you know what I mean, in terms of, any type of sexual assault, but you don't have to do that. Dwight Howard. You don't have to do this, man. I don't know.
Look, in a society where everybody is, saying that they identify as certain things.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the identity of these three? Would it be, are they queer? Is Kitty a transsexual? Or are they just gay?
I got an identity for all of it. Nasty. Nasty.
I I like to refer to it as the mixed fruit cup.
Man,
mixed fruit cup. That's what I would like to refer to.
So listen, this is what.
Go get us canceled.
Man, it's the truth. It's the truth. All right, so listen. This is Dwight Howard addressed the accusations on an Instagram live. This is what he said, and I quote, "Stop worrying about it. I ain't going to deny it. I don't got to talk about none of that crap. This expletive didn't even happen. You worried about the wrong stuff, and that's why it's called an accusation. Allegedly. Come on, man."
He got a police report, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Got a police report.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying
that's the thing. If it was a woman and it was LeBron James, we would be saying she probably lying.
Listen,
but here's the point. The rape is horrible. It's not the issue for me.
Y'all bugged out.
It was an issue for me before the rape happened. I mean, the rape just makes it completely worse, man. But hey, I was already on. I thought this was wrong before the rape started.
Yo, this was terrible.
Oh, this is horrible, man.
This is terrible. No man should have to say, the things that Mr. Harper said.
Oh, Jesus.
First of all, he showed up looking for a good time anyway. So, I mean, he ain't fully innocent in this thing. But I think that the whole thing just went left. Completely left. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen.
It's just, and listen, folks, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even read the text messages. You know what I mean? The text messages alone, the string would just be too much for anybody's senses.
I took him off my top 75 list.
Yeah, but that's the reason why he didn't make it. He didn't make the top 35.
Yeah, man. Well, I know. I was fighting for him until I heard this, man. That was your man?
Personal
I was fighting for him, man.
Oh, man.
Listen, I didn't think he was the greatest player, but I thought when I saw Anthony Davis on the top 75 list, I said he was better than Anthony Davis, man. So, I mean, as man for man, he was definitely better than Anthony Davis in the league, man. That's hands down. But after this, I took him off my top 75, man.
Let me ask you something, man. This stuff is not something that just came up out the blue.
I don't think he deserves a Hall of Fame jacket.
Applaud that.
Hey, but if you remember, Kobe never liked him.
Huh?
Kobe never messed with him.
Yeah, Kobe knew, man.
Kobe knew.
Yeah, the Black Mamba knew, man. The Black Mamba knew, man. You know what's funny? There's a clip where Jalen Rose is talking about the first time Kobe. He said with Kobe the first time Dwight Howard called him before he came to LA. And Kobe said when he got off the phone, Jalen Rose said, Kobe said, "This not gonna work." He said, because dude was asking about clubs and parties and all kind of other stuff like that. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying to get championships. Like, this ain't gonna work."
What club was he talking about, though?
Yeah, he probably told. Yeah, he probably told. He probably was telling. He probably made mention of a club like the Blue Oyster.
The Blue Oyster or something, right?
Kobe said, "Oh no, man, this ain't where it's at." Probably mentioned the Blue Oyster. Then Kobe said, "Oh no, man, this ain't gonna work, man."
Yeah, man.
Black Mamba shift this out a long time ago, man.
Yeah, but that's what I was getting at. Is do you think a lot of cats knew about this? Because this ain't nothing that came out the blue.
They had to know, bro. They had to know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I seen something on the gram, the joint that I sent you,
right?
And like that's there. Everybody's seen that. Mm-hmm. What you gonna say? You was just playing?
Yeah,
like who plays like that?
There's people that do. It just ain't us. You know what I mean? There's people that do, but not us.
That's
yeah, man.
I don't get down like that. I don't know no masculine man that would.
And I don't care. I don't care how confident you are in your sexuality. I don't play that game, man.
It's just something that men don't do, man.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Let's just move on. Okay, guys. One more. This is how we applaud Dwight Howard, y'all. This is his applause.
Like I need some Q-tips or something like that, man.
Take a shower after this show.
Some alcohol and some Q-tips, man.
Yeah. All right, so going on to something else that's even more crazy, and everybody has seen this. Man. Joe Smith, old lady, Kisha Chavis, pumping out those Jada vibes, y'all. Totally embarrassing this man on what appears to probably be like some type of Instagram or whatever the case is, you know, airing out their dirty laundry. Apparently, or her dirty laundry. Apparently, she got an OnlyFans page.
She's special.
And, you know, Joe didn't know about it. He claimed he didn't know about it. So, they have their argument in which she proceeds to tape the exchange as only attention seekers do. You know what I mean? Embarrassing this man as much as possible. You know what I mean? Of course, we all know he has financial issues and things like that. Me personally, looking at the video, I'm thinking like she's kind of saying like her OnlyFans thing is kind of carrying the money around, you know what I mean, in the crib or whatever. Or she's doing what she got to do and Joe ain't doing anything, you know, and it's just an embarrassing display.
Crazy part is that in today's society, this has become the normal thing where a chick is pushing your buttons or y'all get in an argument and now she want to record you at a time where you upset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this whole society is just weird, man.
Yeah.
Take me back. I wish I can go back. Like, this is crazy. Everybody want attention, all these tight clothes, these weird things that people is doing for money. Like, bring back morals and decency.
Yeah. Man. It's
Becoming
a dead art. And what really unnerves me is the fact that, you know, this woman looks like a woman of age. You know what I mean? This is not like no 19 or 20-year-old woman, man.
No, she over 45.
Yeah. You're old enough to know about her. It's the truth. Yeah, let's call it what it is. It's the truth.
Oh, yeah. She got no for sure. Or
well, you figure if Joe was about 48 or almost 50?
Yeah. She definitely looks close to 50.
She looks close to it. Yeah.
She looks good for a 50-year-old woman, but
she does, but these actions make her look horrible. You know what I mean?
She look like auntie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's auntie. Right. Yeah, exactly. Good way to put it.
You know what's even worse than that, man? The man made $61 million throughout his career, man. And, you know, for whatever reason, you know, maybe the money went wrong or he made bad business decisions, man. But I'm quite sure he's introduced her to things that she would have never seen in her life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And regardless of where the situation is financially right now, to embarrass this man is absolutely ridiculous, man.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is. So we're going to...
He changed your life, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And if you let her tell it, like, you know, she was already living before she met him. You know what I mean? Based upon
they all be living. They all be living before they met him, right?
But it all depends. If she's talking about, you know, like smut life or not, something like that, get money that way. I mean,
yeah,
she's a thousandaire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably got access to some parties or something. I don't know. But either way, everybody probably seen this already. But we're gonna run it for y'all. This is Joe Smith finding out about his old lady's Instagram page.
Sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's I'm telling you, bro, that's up.
Wait, no, calm, but you're not gonna say me, or that's up, it's not
Recording me,
Listen, it's not up, and we're okay, look, so I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you? My choice, my body, my fucking choice.
I'm your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book.
That's messed up, man.
That's no solution.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man.
Mm-hmm.
But you see how you talking to somebody who did for you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Somebody that provided for you, man. You ain't talking to no chump. You talking to a man that made $61 million in his career, man. He maybe made bad decisions. Who knows? Maybe you helped him to make bad decisions, man. But Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it's just to say to talk to a man like that. Like, I just don't understand, just coming from where we come from, man, how we grow up. It's just like, if somebody do something good for you, I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? Especially something that saved your life. You know what I mean? Mm. Like, you just can't forget that person. I have family members and friends that done things for me that I'm going to never say nothing negative about them. You know what I mean? Because they did something for me in my time of need that, just put me in a situation where even if they said something wrong to me, I got to say, listen, I apologize. Maybe I can't deal with you right now, but I love you. I'm going to just push you to the side for a second, but I'm never going to disrespect you. You know what I mean? Because you did something for me in my time of need, man. And that's just crazy, man.
Well, the truth is, you don't really.
And that's your husband. We're not even talking about, a relationship. We're talking about just life in general, man. I'm talking about life in general.
Well, she don't care about him. That's very important.
Obvious. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, she don't love him. She don't love him. She don't care about this guy.
Well, some people say they believe they might have staged this.
I was just going to say that, you know what I mean? And it kind of pumps up her OnlyFans page. I mean, like, they say a lot of people allege that this is scripted.
I kind of hope they staged it. You know what I mean?
I mean, but at the end of the day,
it still makes him look bad.
What you do for fame.
Yeah.
Like,
that too.
Because she just emasculated this man right here on camera. Yeah.
It's nutty.
Yeah, when I say I hope they stage it, man, it's like, I don't think none of it's good, but I mean, the latter is the same, Joe Smith and her did this together, and they just need the money, and that's sad too that y'all be willing to do that for money. It's crazy.
Yeah. All of it is jacked up, man.
All of it's bad.
And I mean, and if she's willing to do this at her age, you know what I mean?
I hope they ain't got no kids, man.
Well, he do.
I hope you don't have no kids with her.
Probably not, but he still got kids. He's still looking at dad like, what up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that gotta be crazy, man.
And that
Could you imagine?
It proves right there, she don't even care about your babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't care about your babies, man. So it's an overall sad situation. Let's go ahead and finish this out, man.
Before, and I thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off.
Now, that right there shows is basically she's saying he's not doing anything. That's what it is.
Does that make it right?
Yeah, it's ugly work.
No, it doesn't make it right at all, but it's emasculating. She don't mind chopping this dude down.
Yeah.
It's no different than the equivalent of your old lady coming home and saying, I'm the one to pay all these bills in here. What I do keeps this whole thing afloat. You know what I mean? In their way of saying it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, but it's the bad thing about it is, I mean, definitely as a man, you ought to provide. I mean, we all understand that. But on the token of her just coming out with this crazy, you're talking to a man that paid $61 million, man. Yeah, I mean, he put you in another level. You can't tell me he did.
Hey, what the song say in the 80s? What have you done for me lately?
That's what it is,
That's
man.
what it is. That's what it is,
man.
And I do gotta give him respect. Unless a man would have probably took her head off right here on this camera.
Yeah, hurt her, man.
Yeah, man. The way that she's talking, so obviously he has some type of composure about himself.
Well, it's just like I was saying before, like, like you're realizing what you did for somebody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like your children. You ever, like, you did so much for your children, right? Mm-hmm. And then for them to just like belittle something that you've done, or man, you could snap talking to your kids, man, or something like that. If, like you realizing all the pain and effort and things that you've done for them, and for them to disrespect, the things that you've done. You feel the same with your wife, man. This man probably done invested so much in this woman, and giving her things that she probably never would have seen, probably thought she'd have seen in her life. And it's crazy, man.
Well, we'll stop this right here because it's just crazy. But she actually spoke to TMZ Sports earlier in regards like a follow-up to this situation. All right. Hey, I want y'all to check this out because this actually happened not too long ago. So a lot of people might not be up on it.
I guess the first question is, where's Joe? How are you guys doing? Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now.
So, yeah.
Kisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period. And, you know, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew it from that. I mean, it's no secret Joe's financial issues, you know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here, you know, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, you know, other things. But, you know, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, you know, I've been just like, you know, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, you know, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do.
Hold on.
Now listen, if Joe is suffering from depression and all that stuff, do you think this is actually helping him?
Yeah, talk about kicking a man's back in. Man. Oh man, what is wrong with these women, man?
Yikes!
You think the man never did nothing, man?
That's crazy.
Still said this dude made the NBA. This chick said he ain't got no drive, man.
No drive. Like basically, I'm carrying everything.
You know how hard it is to make the NBA. You know what I mean?
You know what it is?
A lottery.
Because she can actually put makeup on and look like a different person. She thinks she's special.
Jeez.
It's just like, yo, you have no problem emasculating this dude.
Yeah, man. Somebody that did so much for you, man. Yeah, man. He married you, man. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. She can't even keep it real with herself.
Yeah, he was like, he was at his sister's house. She was like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Like,
yeah, just dizzy. All right, let's go ahead and finish this off.
You know, and he won't do it, so I had to. And I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival then, what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, you know, I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, you know, that he actually works for me. Like he works for my moving company. You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal, you know, it's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content.
Wow.
I'm gonna say my prayers. I'm gonna say my prayers for Joe Smith, man.
Yo, man.
This is tough, man. This is tough to hear, man. It's tough, man.
It's bad if you just heard it in your living room.
Now, one thing she did say.
But now it's like, yo, you said it in a public forum. You know what I mean?
One thing she did say, which is actually very true, and I'm assuming that, you know, before he met her, maybe he might have known these things, whatever like that. She's pretty much saying that, you know, street term is you can't make a hoe in a housewife, man. Fact. That's what she pretty much saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you knew what I was doing before I met you. You know what I mean? That's pretty much she's saying.
She's willing to throw away all
I get it how I get it.
She's willing to throw away all more. Look, you was an adult film star. You willing to throw away all morals to get whatever you got to get. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
That's what you just said. I get it how I get it.
Get it how you get it, man. And And what makes it even crazy is that I'm pretty sure that OnlyFans page numbers is probably through the roof at this point. Just so people can see what she's doing.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure people are going back and finding her movies and whatever it is that she did.
Man, I hope this dude Joe Smith finds some extra money that he messed out in the NBA or something like that, man, and some check come back to him, get his life back on track, man. I pray for the brother, man. This if he is in depression, man, this is enough to go and hurt
That's enough
yourself.
and that's what I'm like. This is not helping. It's not helping at all.
Yeah, man.
It's not helping.
Or hurt her. One of the two. You know what I mean? It's sad to say.
It's sad to say, but it's the truth. Like I said, if you're thinking in a lesser term, there's people that have hurt people for less. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen, man. And this is the thing that goes on, right? And, when you see the news sometime and somebody just blows their wife head off or something like that.
Not that we
I'm not
condone it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we don't
condoning it.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't
not
condone
condoning it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning it. I'm saying, but people snap, man. There's a snap factor in a lot of people's heads, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that it's right, but yo, this is tough, man. You know how? And you, Joe Smith,
It's tough
you
for
the
me to watch.
$61 million man.
I'm not even Joe Smith, but it's tough to watch.
You probably done took care of your hood, your family. You just used to taking care of people, man. Obviously, that's what he did. I'm assuming, with the 61 million, if it's gone now, he done took care of a lot of people, man. And now you got people just talking to you like you nobody.
She's like, yo, you work for me.
He worked for me.
Work for me.
What you mean? Joe Smith moving furniture?
Wow, yeah. Is he? I don't know.
Man, it's like, man.
Yeah, so we're not even going to give her no more light.
It's like Illinois Gordon talking to Bubby Johnson. He said, you talking to me? This how you talk to me now? Yeah, your first gun. This how you talk to me now?
Yeah, man.
It's just disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Oh man, this is bad.
But it's a message
for the brother, man.
Yeah, it's a message for the kids out there, man. Watch who you marrying, man. Watch who you marrying, man. Take care of your house and stuff so people don't make statements like this. And these are people that, have a little bit of money, man. You know what I mean?
She's a Jada, man.
Do you think she's worse than Jada?
No.
Jada's tough, man.
I'm asking you, the public. Do you think that
you don't think Jada's
is worse than Jada Pinkett Smith?
Hey, listen,
I think Jada is worse.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was gonna say, all right. I thought you were saying that she's worse than Jada. Jada done put some work in, man.
Jada put some work in, but I mean, this was a hard hit.
Jada got her daughter that they never met Tupac writing love letters to this nigga.
All right, that's bad. That's bad.
Jada slept with her son's best friend.
If you came home and seen your daughter writing a love letter to your wife's ex that she ain't never met?
Who's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I love her to death.
And then publicly posted.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, that's bad. All right, but do you think that this particular situation is going to get worse with
I don't think
Kisha
she's.
If Joe Smith is smart, it shouldn't. He should keep it moving.
Yeah, man. Because I had to think about this. I'm like, this is a real trash move, man.
Yeah, she don't care. It's gonna get worse, man.
You think the Kisha Chavis thing will get worse?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Her little OnlyFans probably popping right now. When the numbers start going back down, it's gonna be a book. It's gonna be a whole bunch of other stuff that come out that can get things going.
She's probably gonna admit she had dealings with other NBA players.
She just basically said in so many words, like, yo, I'm going to get it how I get it. You know what I mean? What that means to me is there's,
it's no limit.
Get rich or die trying.
Yeah, it's no limit. It's no limit. So
That's
yeah, we gotta, this, if y'all listening to this out here, we might have to put this one up, man. Who's the worst at this particular moment?
Listen, Jada's right now the Jordan of this thing, and she is coming in like a rookie LeBron, right?
Keisha
I don't know if she ever be Jordan.
Spot.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll ever be Jordan, but she definitely coming in the gate like a high school a phenomenon, a rookie phenomenon.
Yikes!
Prayers to Joe, man.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
If he knew who she was when he met her, and this is who you decide to marry, that's on you.
That's tough, yeah.
It's tough, man.
So.
You big dummy. I mean, let's be honest. We've all been through that period in our life where we was like, I like hoes.
Nah, not me, brother. I mean, I gotta
did.
say the name on that one, brother.
Yo,
I got to say the name
I'm
on
not
that
talking.
one.
I'm not talking about wifing them.
No, I'm not talking about at all. At all.
Come on.
I don't know, brother. No.
Hey,
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but nah.
Hey, Dre.
Yeah, but I never was in no relationship with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I didn't call her my girlfriend or nothing like that.
Brother. No. I'm good.
Man.
Certain qualities I know that's just not.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Well, then I guess she paid the cover charge then.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing that you could tell these children, man. Right?
Yeah, man.
That right now, man, that could be a child's mother.
Be careful who you messing around with.
His child's mom, and, it could be a bad situation.
Bad situation all around, man. Yeah,
you might have to deal with this one for the next however long your child is alive, man.
I mean, if we're gonna be real with it, it's from the fact that when we date, we don't date we don't even know how to date. You know what I'm saying? We are attracted to a woman's looks. Point blank period.
I mean, that's gonna be the first thing you're gonna notice, regardless.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not even looking for something to sustain your life or that's good for your life. You're looking for superficial things.
Some is built for speed and some is built for comfort.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's,
I think when you get older, and I don't want to take it to a church and anything like that, but I think when you get like a spiritual look, sometimes you could look at things now and be like, nah, man, that ain't right, man. I just can't do it. I mean, you could see a female somewhere in your office or something like that, and you're talking to her, and it's a conversation, and be like, no, this ain't it, man.
Everything that shine ain't polished, brother.
Something in this sister's head is not working properly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, and like you said, a small conversation is going to tell you where it's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
right, so we're going to go into this final topic. All right. Ice Cube.
Hold on. We got to make sure the Negroes know that this is where the information comes in at.
Message.
We recognize from our Tupac interview that this is what y'all want. You know what I mean? Hey, so now we got to slip the truth in. So
we're gonna start hitting y'all back with some things that you can use.
Yeah.
Learning from each other while we do our thing. All right, so listen, Ice Cube. Finally, you know what I mean? We got to shout out Cube for this because he put it on the forefront about the gatekeepers of the NBA that was trying to stifle the Big Three tournament. So now, as you know, many of you probably heard, the Department of Justice is investigating the NBA. All right. So the allegations include reports that the NBA supposedly used its status to prevent sponsors and potential partners from doing business with the Big Three League that was started by Ice Cube and his business partner, I might be pronouncing his name wrong, guys. Jeff Kwanstnitz. Forgive me from pronouncing it wrong. But the NBA also reportedly attempted to deter television networks from broadcasting the new league's games. Now, the Big Three was launched back in 2017 and consisted of nearly all retired NBA players. And with more current NBA players have reportedly expressed a desire to play in the 3-on-3 league. However, according to the Big Three, the professional organization has put arbitrary rules in place to stop players from hooping with the league. Now, this will be done on the off season. All right. It also points out that the NBA and the Big Three don't have seasons that overlap. So that way, if the players wanted to play, they could. So it isn't uncommon for current NBA players, including stars such as LeBron James, to play in a non-NBA game once the season has concluded. All right. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that Cube would get what he wanted out of this particular situation? You know what I mean? Do you think that players, like the NBA, should allow the players to play in off-season, games outside of the league?
Yeah, probably not. I heard an interview that Cube did. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how he even offered to give the NBA like a little 5 to 10% just for not doing anything. Just, supporting him.
Right.
And they turned him down and start trying to blackball him. So I definitely don't think that he's going to get what he wants because I believe the machine of the NBA is too big. But I do believe, I hope that he has some type of justice. But even if they found to be guilty of it, that doesn't mean that now the sponsors are going to be like, hey, we really don't want to mess with y'all because we're not going to not mess with the NBA.
Right.
Not to mention, I think, like you just said, man, like the NBA is so big, even if the Department of Justice come up with a huge fine or whatever the case may be, they'll pay the fine and keep business as usual. You know what I mean? They're going to keep their foot on his neck as usual. You know what I mean? But, I think it's kind of funny with the NBA because I think they recognize that this Big Three thing, man, is a grassroots kind of thing, and it's catching on. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like what the NBA is not no more. It's become like this big business conglomerate, and they forgot about the fans. Like even the tickets are so jacked up now that most fans can't even enjoy the real basketball fans can't enjoy the games. Like when you go to the Knicks games now, on the floor now, all you see was models with small dogs and rappers, and they done jack the seats up so much where a fan can't even get a ticket. But when you go to the Big Three, you pay a couple of bucks, you get to see Allen Iverson, you get to see Julius Erving, and even though they're older, NBA players, you get to see these people that these stars that you enjoy. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think the NBA promotes anymore like how like places like the Big Three promotes. Like they got grassroots promotion, and like I give an example. I don't think like the stars of today are like valued as the stars of yesterday. You know what I mean? Like the Julius Ervings and the Allen Iversons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't think we value those stars like we used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And do you think that like the NBA's biggest fear
so it get too big?
That it gets too big because the Big Three takes it back to the grassroots of basically park ball. You know what I mean?
Look.
Half court,
3-on-3. And if it got too big, because what they have like the Drew League and all that stuff like that, if it got too big, you know what I mean, who would want to take interest in watching the conglomerate get busy, you know what I mean?
Let's remember at one time or another, the NBA used to have like clauses in people's contract where they couldn't play pickup game. I think Michael Jordan was one of the first people that put a clause in his contract that he could play pickup basketball.
Yeah, I remember the old heads used to always tell me about Andrew Toney getting hurt in the offseason playing pickup ball and how they voided his contract because of that.
Yeah. So that's another way to look at it too, because and I'm not saying that the NBA
but the Big Three is basically retired basketball players. It's not. It's honestly in no direct competition with the NBA. The NBA should be happy to support it and give their retired players another chance to be seen.
But see, that's the thing is that it's not a lot of players that's in the NBA currently would like to play in the Big Three, and I think that's what the issue is.
Yeah, but they can even promote that. They could promote that and turn it into a situation like at the All-Star game. Give us 5 3-on-3 teams. We're going to run a little tournament real quick.
Yeah, but I think they're looking at it from the perspective. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying they're looking at the perspective of like, if you're LeBron James and I give you hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, you get hurt for the Big Three. I don't give 2 cents about what's going on in the Big Three. You know what I mean? So
what happens if they get hurt and say the celebrity basketball game or you know what I mean, or the All-Star game,
the Drew League, or
that was a point,
or whatever the case may be.
Right.
I'm glad y'all brought that up because that was a point that I was going to make because they do play in other leagues, like they play in. I don't know what what their contract is based around, how their contract is based around that because some of these cats play in the Rucker, they play in the Drew League. You know what I mean?
You can get busted up playing in the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
That's what happened to Paul George.
Yeah, that happens, man. So, I mean, what's the difference?
But I think the difference is the Rucker ain't making no money. You know what I mean? The Big Three got a chance to make some bread. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's like, it's almost like what we had called like a anti-competitive behavior with the NBA. Like you're almost monopolizing that particular thing. Whereas, like say, for instance,
I mean, not as a comparison, but you got the XFL and, the NFL. XFL ain't going nowhere, to be honest with you. Don't really pick up like the NFL, but it could stand a chance. You know what I mean? They don't want to get it where anything that you do outside of what the big boys are doing could stand a chance of getting some legs. You know what I mean?
It'd be different if NFL players was trying to go play in an XFL. Mm-hmm. But I think with football, it's just different. You can get hurt too easy. In basketball, you just hooping. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, hoop.
And then they forget, man, with the NBA, man. What the NBA forgets, man, again, and I say this is about the grassroots of it all. There's basketball purists at the big three games. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? These are the people that, like, we lived and enjoyed basketball in the hood. You know what I mean? So, and these are the people that go watch a game in the park. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what's going on. And those people no longer can afford to sit in these doggone arenas and good seats.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you only way you can get a seat now is you got to almost pray that the team that's within your area is not that good, and you can buy some nosebleed seats or something like that. You know what I mean? And they've gone away from the fact that, look at the New York Knicks is a perfect example, man. You know what I mean? When you look down in the front row, you got Spike Lee, you got Fat Joe, they might be basketball purists and they might like basketball, but what about the person who actually likes the Knicks? Just a regular blue collar person that want to go to work and catch a game in the evening or something like that. There's no longer an opportunity for an average person like that. Even the kids.
Yeah. But that's across the board with all sports, all professional.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. The tickets are so, well, at least the ones that black people play. The tickets are so high that if you're a regular person, you can't even afford to go to the game with your children.
Right.
I think though with the NBA is like they probably was like the last beacon of hope in that situation, whereas you could get a good seat, here and there. In regards to like football been done. It's been hard to get a seat in the football arena for years. I mean, if you get a nosebleed seat in the football, a good team gonna cost you about $200-300 just for a nosebleed seat. You know what I mean? Baseball, you can still get a good ticket here and there. You know what I mean? But, how many brothers actually went? I'm not into baseball no more. I lost baseball years ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I lost it. I lost it by what is it, the 98 Yankees or something like that? You know what I mean? Manny Rivera and all of them.
And you know what?
The last of it for me.
Basketball is a poor man's sport, man. You don't need no equipment.
You don't need nothing.
You don't need nothing.
You need another person for real. You can shoot around by yourself.
All you got to do is go to the park and hope somebody got a ball in.
Or bring your own.
Even if you don't got one.
Yeah.
When the way I grew up, we didn't even have to go to the park. We just pulled out a milk crate.
Yeah.
Go to the corner store and grab a crate.
Trash can, brother.
Yeah.
Around the world.
It's the poor man's sport. And I remember telling y'all this before. I don't think a lot of these sports promote the NBA and baseball and football like they used to. Like, you used to be in tune with these players. Not to mention the players have gotten so far out of the loop. You used to see an Allen Iverson in the hood. You know what I mean? You used to see certain basketball players come to the Rucker and all the other stuff like that. Now if they show up, man, it's like glitz and glamour, all this goofy garbage, man. You can't even talk to them, and you know what I mean? They've gotten all designer, man. You know what I mean?
And then we got Dwight Howard.
Yeah. I don't want to sit near Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Keep Dwight Howard out the hood.
And away from your kids, apparently. Man. So what happens is that an NBA spokesperson, Mike Bass, told TMZ Sports that the claims that they're alleging, talking about Cube and everybody, is not true, according to NBA spokesperson, which I expect the NBA spokesperson to say.
Yeah, what else could they say?
And they say that we've been supportive of the Big Three since its inception, but we declined to invest, Bass said. And so it says, according to a source familiar with the current DOJ investigation, Ice Cube and Quantnets, I believe it is, reportedly met with the DOJ lawyers earlier in the year. So the NBA owners are said to have officially received contact from investigators on the case as well.
They need to get with Cube and learn how to promote this thing again.
Mm-hmm. You know what? And it stands to reason too, because the big three is something hard to catch on television. Is it just me?
No, that's because
that's what they're doing. Yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
because
man.
the NBA they lost their TV spots and all that.
I'll be honest with you. I just started. Last season was the first season. I just started tapping into the big three. I like it.
Every time I watched it, I stumbled on it, and it'll be like, in the middle of a Saturday or something where
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm doing something already.
They play them out like bowling.
Yeah, like who's gonna watch it 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning? You know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah, they play them out. But I watched it for the first time. And I had some people I know that have gone to games, man, and they say they love it, man. The fans are able to interact with some of the different players and stuff like that, man. And then you got Snoop and them coming out at halftime. You got, and again, I think the NBA lost their core audience of who they promote. I mean, you look at the NBA now at halftime, they got like, the Spice Girls or some weird stuff that, the people who actually love this stuff don't even, really pay attention to, you know what I mean? So
it's like, with football, man, I am like tired of seeing Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? I'm tired.
If you're a purist of these sports, man, you can no longer enjoy them in the arena, man.
Yeah.
You can't
enjoy it.
The tickets too are outrageous. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I got Patrick Mahomes on my fantasy, and I can't enjoy it. Every time I turn, they flashing the camera on Taylor Swift. I'm like, forget this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm watching a game or a Taylor Swift concert. You know what I mean?
That's how sad they are for ratings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They forgot what the sport is about. Man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I want to see. I want you to show me the new Lawrence Taylor, man. I want to get some hits.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nah.
Keep it about the players. You know what I mean? But as far as the NBA, I do think that they're doing this and they're guilty of this. Mm-hmm. Will anything change? Probably not.
Probably not.
No, it definitely ain't going to change, man. Then again, to play the other side of the coin, I mean, if they are coming up, the big three, do you really want any competition?
It's not competition, though.
Well, again, that's what we're saying now because the big three is now. When you think about these businessmen, what they're thinking is down the line.
Yeah, down the line, what you would do if you were a smart businessman, which I know the NBA is because they've grown significantly since I've been a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing you got to do is sign a contract. Look, y'all play in the summer. We'll invest in y'all. We'll help y'all. Y'all can feature, these guys or whatever the case may be. And maybe we can have like a little 4-player tournament at the All-Star game with current players.
Yeah, but what about the other side of the business is to say,
now, but think about that. A little 3-on-3 tournament with current players at the All-Star game would make the All-Star weekend better because it sucks now. The slam dunk contest is trash. The All-Star game is trash. And whatever that little skills competition is, nobody even watches that.
But that's the point. That's where they're out. They lost in the sauce, man. They don't have no understanding of what it is to promote it to the core purist of basketball. They don't know how to promote it to us.
I just provided $100 million idea that will work for the NBA and would draw crazy ratings at this year's All-Star weekend.
I think they're out of tune.
And you won't see a dime from it, brother. You won't see a dime from it.
Hey, I'm just saying, I threw it out there like, catch it. So
but again, I think that's the thing of it. Is like they're thinking that, let's say, for instance, Ice Cube, I forget how many games the big three plays. Let's say, for instance, they play 12 games a season now. What's to say that, once in the next couple of years, if they decide, well, we're going to go to 30 games a season, 40 games a season, because we're getting bigger. You know what I mean? So that's how business people think of it. It's like eventually we're going to have to compete with y'all. That's what they think.
That's what they think. Yeah. It's the truth. That's what I was just saying earlier is that
I'm not saying that it's
they're
the
afraid
case,
of the competition. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't be competition if you're playing with retired players.
But see, that's the thing, though. You know what I mean? Eventually, as it gets bigger, a lot of people want to play. Yeah, just like how you just gave the idea there.
But you can't afford them. You can't.
That's the other subject. A lot of people are that's the other subject.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is let's say, for instance, down the line, we're not worried about LeBron James. We're not worried about the stars. What about them kids that's sitting on the bench that ain't making that money that LeBron James is making.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know
Let
what I
them
mean?
niggas play. They probably need to play and get better.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That it's like why we don't want to compete with that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to compete with nobody.
Well, if we taking people, what if we taking people?
They got a monopoly.
Leagues, you know what I mean?
They got an unstoppable monopoly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, all the major sports do.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, aren't the NFL right now? Ain't they trying to bring the USFL back or some crazy garbage like that?
I don't know, but for football, I don't think they could do it. But you see what they did to the Negro leagues. They smashed them so much. Black people don't even play baseball no more.
Oh no. Yeah, that's true. You don't really see too many.
Well, I think that's another thing with baseball is the same way. I think it's just not marketed towards African American people. You know, when I was a kid, man, we had little league baseball in the hood and different things like that, man. They don't do that stuff no more.
They do it. They just don't do it.
Not how
it used to be. Yeah.
Not how we used to, like it used to be in our neighborhoods and stuff like that, man. So, and again, even as us being children, it wasn't really promoted how it was in my father's era.
Yeah.
You know, in my father's era, baseball was it, man. And then they promoted guys like Jackie Robinson and Willie Mays and all of these great baseball.
Satchel Paige.
All these cats, man. You're going way back, but I'm talking about, you know, like
Reggie Jackson and all
the
that.
Reggie Jacksons and all that.
They said Reggie Jackson wasn't even black.
Yeah.
Heard he was Puerto Rican, man.
Yeah.
I watched this documentary too. They really speak on it.
Crazy, yeah.
But and it was a very good documentary, and his father does look Hispanic, man. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Fat Joe broke that out. Said that Reggie Jackson was Puerto Rican. Messed me up, man. But this is what they had to do back then, man.
But he was still Reggie Jackson.
To say.
Yeah, it's just
man.
Funny because
hold on. We talking to a Philadelphia man. When you talk about Reggie Jackson, you refer to him as Mr. October.
Right.
Wait. My birthday is October 30th. I think
okay. Mr.
Mine was on the 6th, brother. So
always resonated with Reggie Jackson.
We share the same month.
Mr. October, man, which is a very good documentary, man. If y'all want to check it out, man, that's a very good one.
I gotta say something real quick.
Yeah,
because it came to my attention that there actually was another complaint about Dwight Howard with either one of his children or children of one of his children's mothers or something, where they had a complaint with him messing with the kids, and it's like if they knew this dude was this type of predator, they should have been got this nigga off.
Alleged.
Yeah.
Alleged.
Yeah.
Alleged. But, I mean, I hope he gets everything that's coming to him. Allegedly.
If he did wrong, man.
If he did wrong. Well, I mean, it was wrong if that's what. Was wrong.
Let me change what I say. Not because I believe he did wrong.
Yeah, he did wrong.
Before he did wrong.
Yeah. He did wrong.
He did wrong before he did wrong. In my eyes. You can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? I saw it. I thought it was wrong a long time ago.
Most definitely.
But this the thing, though, right? Think about this. I believe the NBA already knew. That's the reason why he can physically still play basketball, but nobody wanted him around.
Yeah, the boys in the locker room know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, and again, you know, and the NBA doesn't want to do it, you know, but, and I don't want to even go into this topic really, but how would people feel comfortable with a guy like that in the locker room, man? You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe we don't want to touch this topic, but how do you feel like a guy like that in the locker room? You probably know what's going on.
Yeah, unless there's several other guys in the locker room just like him, and he just got caught.
That could be. I mean, that could be it too. But I'm saying, I don't know, man.
Hey, man
how would you feel? How would you feel like
them guys with the Rockets? They paint their fingernails, man. I think they all know what's going on down there.
But, I mean, you know, but that doesn't go for everybody, man. It's probably like a group of cats that might be interested in that kind of thing, but you know, the rest. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of these organizations, man, behind closed doors is worse than us. When it comes to these thoughts, man, you know what I mean? Like they don't want it, man. You know what I mean? And again, I see it for religious purposes. Whatever reason everybody else might have is something else, but some people might just not want it, man.
Right.
Just like women I don't believe women should be in the locker room after a game, man.
Oh no,
I can't agree with that.
no,
But that's a whole nother topic.
that's a whole other
man.
topic, man. Yeah.
Imagine your wife's a reporter, man. She's coming in there, just watching cats in there, just closed butt naked, walking around. What's the name, man? Cool with that? Your daughter.
That's a whole other topic, man.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah,
We can hold that for next time. I'll tell you what I'm not cool with.
It's not comfortable.
I'm not cool with no Dwight Howard running around like a predator. He need to go.
How about this? You can't run around in Serena Williams' locker room if you're a man. She's nude and everything like that, man.
You do got a point there.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this up. So, Dwight Howard, one more before you go. The Only One Mic podcast is available on all major platforms to stream your podcast on. Also, check out our Only One Mic podcast YouTube channel to catch up on the past and current episodes. And please don't forget to rate the show and subscribe. You can catch us on Instagram and Twitter at The Only One Mic P1, Facebook and LinkedIn at The Only One Mic Podcast, and you can contact us via email at theonlyonemic00@gmail.com or call us at 302-367-7219 to have your comments and questions played on the show. Thank you once again for your time. And encourage you please to speak your truth quietly and clearly and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant, because they too have their story to tell. So until next time, please keep in mind that we never had to run from the Ku Klux Klan, so we shouldn't have to run from a black man. Peace.
Peace.